what's up? Today I'm gonna be walking you through on how I remade Nikune, Willy Paul featuring Nadia. So we'll start with the tempo. The tempo of the song is 91. The key of the song is key C, and the progression is 6, 4, 3. 6 is A minor, 4 is F major chord, and the 3 is E minor. So I'll start with this very fast track, which is the drums. So I'm going to solo, and let's look at the drums. So these are the drums. So as you can hear, there's a lot of things happening with the drums. So there's some percussions. So on the drums I have this kick, which I have layered with this kick, and then snare here, and then here are some tambourines, and then here is a conga and shaker, and then there's this closed crash. So all together. Okay, now that's the drums. So this pattern is constant from start of the song to end of the song, so there's no changes. This other track here is an 808. So the 808 is playing note E here, E2. And of course for the 808 I started with a sampler, then I dropped in an 808 sample, tuned the sample, and then added this amp, and then there's also some compression going. No, this one is actually deactivated. So I only have this 808 and this amplifier here, and the reason I use this amplifier is so that it could give let me just play without the amp, and then we can compare how it sounds with and without. As you can tell, it's not very audible without the amp. So if I activate the amp, there is some, it's more audible and more punchy. So these other instruments, let me solo. Okay, it's the black sound. Okay, now for this sound I layered two sounds, and the first sound is let me solo. So this is a mallet, and this sound I got it from Expand. So Expand, this category called mallets here. So well, in the mallets, where's mallets? Here, the sound is octave kalimba. This one, that octave kalimba. I think I also boosted the volume, so this level here, and also this one, the main volume knob here, I have maxed it. So I have layered this sound with this other plug. So this sound I used Nexus, a sound from Nexus, and the sound is in this category called plucked, this digital xylophone. This is the sound that I used here. So when layered together, this is how they sound. Okay, so that's the marimba. So the other sound here on the intro is this chords. So for this sound I used expand. So this sound is on synth brass category, and the sound is called virtual brass ensemble. So synth, so you'll just find this category, synth brass, then the sound is virtual brass ensemble. That's the sound there. I don't know why I was not seeing it. Okay, the other sound that is in the intro is this sound here. So, let me solo. Okay, that's kind of brass hit. So for this sound, I use the sound from Nexus, and category is these single layer leads. The first preset called this lead brass 1, and then there's this effect here, the glitch. So I use this VST to achieve that stretching, and then on that I have this tape stop and stretcher going on. So that's how I achieved that sound. So altogether, this is how they sound. Okay, still on the intro, there's this brass or wind instrument here. Okay, let me solo first. This sound. So that sound is from Nexus. The category is these buzzer beats. This is an external expansion, so if you're using the default sounds that come with Nexus, you likely not, you probably do not have this expansion, but this expansion you can, you know, just search it on the internet, you'll find it. So it's buzzer beats, and the preset is this trap brass, or you can even use another brass for that sound. Okay, so those are the sounds that make up the intro. On the verses, we have the drums here, and of course the drum pattern that's in the verse is also the drum pattern that is on the intro, so I'm not going to you know, look at it. So I'm just going to jump to these new sounds here. So I have here this sound here. So that sound, I used a sound from Nexus, and this okay, this also is an external expansion. So if you have this Mafia Nexus, then this 808 synth. So if you don't have these expansions, of course, feel free to find a sound that sounds close to these sounds. The other sound here is bass. So this bass line here, this sound is a sound from Nexus. XP guitars is the category, and then this E bass. If you don't have this XP guitars, then you can find a sound on bass, this category here, bass, and just look for a bass, you know, a live bass, and it will still work good. So that's the bass there, bass line. So this other sound here, so this sound, I got it from a Nexus, and it's on category this Mafia, and then the sound here is this plug called this Mafia plugs. Again, if you don't have these expansions, find a sound that, you know, sounds close to this. Okay, so those are the sounds. Okay, there's also this instrument here, so let me solo it. So that's a pluck, and on that I use the sound from Nexus. Category is plucked, and then these amber pikes, this first preset on that on this category plucked, and this other sound here, so that's an impact. So you know, in my case, I got a sound from one of the samples that I have on of impacts. Then I loaded it to a sampler. I think I tuned it to key C, and then I played it there. So this other sound here is a guitar. Of course, it's from Nexus. So guitar, Nexus, XP guitars, jazz guitar one is the sound that I used, that preset. So those are the sounds that comprise the verse. So I'm gonna play all those sounds all together, and then we can look at the chorus. Okay, now on the chorus, most of the sounds that are in the chorus also I have already covered. So I think those are the instrumentations that make up this song. So I will just play the full song so that you know, you can hear how all those sounds come together. So here is the song. Also, if you want to learn how to produce, I have a course on my website. I'll have a link on the description where you can access the course. And if you are looking to for a producer to produce you, you can also contact me. My contacts will be on the description. And yeah, so here's the song.